am. See, it's easy to cast judgment, but I'm really dealing with a whole lot of stuff emotionally and physically and spiritually, because I'm still dealing with my parents not supporting my choice. Now understand that God was trying to do some work in here. Now I'm dealing with the remnants of a failed marriage. I'm dealing with the fact that somebody who was close to me is now sleeping with my wife. I'm dealing with the betrayal of a family, people that I call cousin and uncle and aunt and titi and big mama, and all put me out and cast me to the side, and I have nowhere else to go. I have nowhere else to run. And so I found myself in a horse house. No, it wasn't the best choice, but I was looking for love from somebody, even if it was a whore. So it's easy for you to cast judgment as to why I am where I am, but this is why you can't judge. Let me pause right here. But this is why you can't judge folks when they come to church, because you don't know what they have been through to even fall up in here. You had to get up early, do hair, fight, argue, cook breakfast. They had to do all kind of stuff and still get here and say, praise the Lord, everybody. Still smiling when you ask them how they doing. I'm blessed and highly favored. Because you ain't want to hear about the fight they really had. You have to deal with the nappy heads they had to do to even get out the door. You ain't want to deal with the fact that they had to do it all by themselves because they don't even know where the baby daddy is. Here I am in chapter 16, and there I am. I'm in a broken and beaten state. I'm hurting. Life has let me down, but guess what? I didn't know exactly what I was doing, and you didn't know. I didn't know what I was doing in the horse house, because if you read the text real slow, you'll see that I found the horse house and I went in to spend the night. I know y'all too saved to ever know anything about a horse house, but you don't go in there to spend the night. So y'all didn't know what I was talking about, but y'all need to know I didn't know what I was doing either. But because of my poor choice, because of my poor choice, now I've been surrounded. And the Philistines have surrounded me, and they're waiting for me to come out. And so I got up in the middle of the night, tried to sneak out. But I saw them waiting, so I lifted the bars of that city. And I carried them up the hill, so far up that they couldn't reach me from the outside gates. So they had to leave me alone. And there I was, alone again, escaped. Once again, God, the Spirit of the Lord has fallen on me, and my specialness, my being a Nazarite, my being one set apart from birth, has now once again rescued me out of my difficulty. And so there I sit. But that was just 3 verses. And here I go again. I was in a horse house in verse 1. But now in verse 4, I'm in love again. Don't be mad at me because I'm a romantic. Don't be mad at me because I get over women easy. I'm a romantic. And so there I am. In verse 4, now I'm in love. Now again, I made a poor choice because it says that this woman is from the valley of Sorek.
Right.
Now, whatever else the valley is, it's a low place.
Yeah.
But not just that. That word Sorek in Hebrew means choices. So I went down to a low place to find my next relationship. But it was only befitting because that's how I felt about myself. I felt low down. I felt disappointed. I felt betrayed. I felt down.
Right.
So I didn't think it was beneath me to find a woman who was low down.
Work, preacher. Work.
So there I was, in love. Now watch this. This woman, Delilah. Delilah was something else. Delilah and I like to play love games. games. Yeah, you know. Here's how we would do it, because she understood that there was something special about me. I mean, but even though she recognized there was something special about me, she for whatever reason wanted to know how to make me weak. She never asked how she could make me strong.
Word, preacher.
Doing the best I can. She never asked me how she could build me up. She never asked me how she could pray for me. She never asked me what I needed, anything I needed. All she wanted to know was how can I become as weak as everybody else that she's ever known. And so we started playing some love games. You know my story. I said, well, baby, you know, you tie me up with some ropes. You know, you tie me up, I can't do that. Tie me up. She said, well, baby, come take a nap. Take a nap on my lap. Come take a nap. She tied me up with some new ropes. And then she called the room, and I pretended to be asleep, but I heard her say, Samson, the Philistines are upon you. And of course, I woke up, yawned, snapped the ropes as if it were nothing. And I went to work, and I began to whooping those Philistines. I got my Jim Kelly on again. And this went on, we did it again. I said, well, baby, if you tie me like this, if you do me like this, I'll become a weak. And finally, she said these words. She said, you must hate me. Those words sounded all too familiar. Because as hard as I tried to be, and as strong as I was, there was something about hearing a woman I loved tell me I must hate her. And so I began to think that as hard and as strong as I am, there was a crack in my armor. There was something weak about me for this woman. And so she started nagging. And she didn't just decide to nag. I mean, she set the atmosphere for her nag. I mean, she went to Fredericks of Egypt, got the right outfit, put that thing together just right, had on her rock stilettos. I'm talking about she did the doggone thing. And she set the atmosphere, and she began to say, baby, tell me how you can be subdued. You don't do me like this. Tell me, what's the secret to your great strength? Tell me how you can become as weak as any other man. Tell me how you can be tied. Tell me how you can be subdued. Tell me, let me know how I can make you weak. There was something about the way she said it. Just couldn't resist this woman. So I told her everything.